I was planning to be here yesterday, and then I heard about the hashtag Twitch Do Better, and I stayed off in solidarity with all the marginalized people who are protesting these hate raid things, and that's just so discouraging that's how this platform is being used. But anyway, Twitch Do Better. So I'm really excited. This is a new palette that is just one of the most gorgeous ones I've ever seen. Lurella, you keep knocking it out of the park. So this is called Rockin Morrocan. And these colors are just mesmerizing. It'll definitely take me more than one day to even scratch the surface of how beautiful this is. So anyway, just definitely what you would think of as kind of exotic colors. So I'm excited to do that. I got a new webcam because it said it could zoom, but so far I haven't figured it out how to make it do that. So anyway, I've already put on my serum and my sunscreen, and now I'm going to put on a layer of Elemis Superfood. Another brand I really like, but it's pretty expensive. I got this as the sample in one of my glam boxes. Speaking of which, I need to complain about Ipsy. I canceled my subscription with them last month, and they still charge me for this month, and I wrote to them and said, that's not cool. And they said there's no refunds. And I mean, that's just lame. So I'm got to figure out what's going on with them. And anyway, okay, so I've got still watching the Tahoe fire. Thank God it still seems to be away from the lake and Heavenly, the lodge, and that's where I worked in the lodge at Heavenly, their base camp, which was like just a few blocks up the street from me. So I lived on Ski Run Boulevard. But the latest look at the map shows that it's still a couple of miles away from what's considered town. Knock on wood that it stays that way, because Tahoe, it's supposedly, at least not in our recorded history, there's never been one of these massive fires that makes it to the lake, and that lake is part of its beauty is that it's super duper pure and super duper clear, and if you get a whole bunch of ash and burn stuff, that could mess up a bunch with the lake as well. Not only, but of course all the houses. Okay, what am I doing with these colors? I have to put this thing up here on my laptop. I can see what I'm doing. Well, and then seeing the floods in New York City, that was totally shocking too. Seeing these like rapids of water just pouring down into the subway. That was all kinds of people trapped and stuff. How can anybody at this point be denying that there's such a thing as climate change and we made it happen? And so we have to fix it. Alright, it looks more emerald in the pan, but on it's pretty teal. So wherever you are, I hope you're not being affected by Hurricane Ida or the wildfires. And if you are, I'm, I'm wishing you to be safe. Well, I usually put a darker color in the crease, but we'll see how this turns out. Oh, and there's just this insane hot pink, and I have to use it. And thank goodness over here summer's returned. We were having pretty gray and not summery days recently, and it's finally back to a little bit of summer feel. Look at that popping pink. Well, it's pretty similar to what I did the other day, but it's just so gorgeous I can't resist. And then here's like a raspberry color. And then like almost like a maroon. Thank you, Rockin' Moroccan. I'm going to add some Fenty Beauty highlighter. Mimosa and Sangria. Ooh, I love Fenty Beauty. Right before I started, two Mormon kids came to my door and they walk around in this neighborhood. It's different kids over the years, but it seems like they're always around, and it's like they're wearing long sleeve white button down shirts with ties and long black pants and going around knocking on people's doors. Or no, sorry, Jehovah's Witnesses, excuse me. Sorry, wrong cult. Um, I guess that's what they are. They come and knock on your door, but I didn't answer the door because I just have no interest whatsoever. And every time I see those kids walking around, I feel horrible for them. I'm going, that's a pretty weird childhood. And when it's 85 degrees out, you're wearing, long sleeve. They're not wearing what kids wear in the summertime. It's just, sorry, it's bizarre. Okay, definitely need a little more blending here. Well, I'm excited to just go sit in my backyard and read magazines and listen to podcasts and just enjoy the sun, and so grateful for that. I know the days of being able to do that are running out quickly. I thought they were seeming like they already had run out. Oh wow, and I traded in my old Amazon Fire for my old 7-inch one, I guess it was. And now I've just got a 10-inch one, and I love that because it's all cloud based, that as soon as I log in, all my stuff is just already there. So I'm really glad about that, because the Kindle Fire I had is probably about 4 years old, and it was so freaking slow. Um, so I'm excited to have one that's a little bit more more like responsive. So now skipping cheeks again because I have to be in VR headset in a little while. So now I just want to, which lipstick goes today? BH Cosmetics. Let it dry. Oh yeah, whoops, my eyebrows. Can't forget my eyebrows. Well, my nonprofit, we had hired a marketing person to help us with various like administrative and graphic design and kind of stuff, and um, I really liked her. She was cool, um, but she came from Portland and then got an opportunity to move back to Portland, and I guess that's where she needs to be. So I was a little disappointed at first. Like, oh my goodness, it's like to have to start all over trying to find someone to help us who, to understand that when you work for a nonprofit, you need somebody who's like passionate about the mission. Which our case is, we teach VR coding and 360 video to BIPOC students, um, which for those who aren't up on the latest acronym stands for Black, Indigenous People, Persons of Color, and Women. And so we are a very worthy cause, but it takes a while for people to understand what you're doing and learn enough to be able to help. And then right as I was finding that out, one of my close friends from the VR world, was looking for work, and now she's going to jump in and help with the project that this other lady left. And I'm just so happy because it's somebody who already knows us and loves us, and I don't have to start from scratch explaining like why it's worthy of doing in the first place. Okay, so wow, that is a really intense liquid lip color, but I'm going to add a layer of iridescence on top. So I love that multi-chrome color shifting idea. Well, and now I need to do my signature glitter stripe, and use one of these. So this is Hip Dot. Use the turquoise. So this is just my little signature touch. Left eyebrow only. Oh, now use a little bit of Milani avocado eye gel. Okay, so that's the makeup for today, and I'm working my way through a bunch of unboxings. And began this talking about Ipsy. Well, I think this is maybe my last Ipsy, unless unless they still send me even after I canceled. But this is a pretty bag. But I just feel like I have way more makeup bags than I could possibly ever use, and I'm using them as like gift bags now, like to put gifts in for other people because I have too many. So, excuse me. So this is the GlamBag with Halsey. Now, I've seen Halsey. I know she is, but I've not heard her music. Okay, let's see what goodies are in here. Ooh, a hemp seed deep hydration serum by, oh god, Duft and Doft. That's weird. Duft and Doft. Oh, and now there's a little tiny makeup compact. This is Real Her Dream So Big. Oh, that's a nice copper and a boring flat matte brown. What is this? Control Alt Delete facial cleanser by Verify. Well, that's kind of fun. Control Alt Delete. Developer humor. And then here we go. Oh, Sandlux brow gel. Another brow gel. And then Hello Fab Coconut Priming Moisturizer. Super! Thank you. I like that. You know, so I mean you do get a decent amount for $15. But I just don't like the way that they wouldn't take no for an answer when I canceled it. But anyway, so in the meantime, enjoy, and I appreciate you. Please follow and bring your friends. This is Cosmic Queenager over and out on the 2nd of September 2021.